All right, so we got a GE stove, and the complaint from the customer, the unit, the element would stay on. So right now I'm just turning it on low, just trying to get some idea and see if what she's saying was correct. Sometimes customers will say certain things, and when you get there, you try it. Obviously, it's working just fine. So we're checking it out. Now, if you're experiencing this, I've seen this a few times, especially on GE, some on Samsung as well, where the element will get stuck on high and it starts to burn your food. So if you're experiencing that, chances are the switch, infinite switch, is bad and it's just not cycling the burner. So I was checking the other one with some water in the pot, and we're fast forwarding. So you'll see when that one turns off, and we're going to go back to the other one just to get a little better idea to verify if it actually is turning off. But this was a warranty call, and the customer basically was complaining, so they were paying for it. So we're going to replace the switch either way, but the unit was actually cycling when I checked it. But the customer is usually right when they call and complain about something. I always keep that in the back of my head. A customer doesn't normally complain unless there's a problem. So with that said, you will see it cycle as it turns off and then back on. So follow along, and we're going to be changing the switch, and then I'll be jumping back in. As you can see, the unit did turned off just like it should, but like I said, we're going to be changing the switch. Now, before you do anything, always check, make sure your switch is the same as what's on your stove. Double check, make sure all the connection points are the same before you actually do any removing of the wires. Now, be super careful with your glass top, especially on that GE range. The top is just as expensive as the stove itself, so do not drop anything on your top, otherwise you'll be buying a new stove. Now, with the wires, you want to basically compare the switches again, verify that all the points are the same, and remove one at a time. That is the best and surest way to get a proper insulation. Now, make sure that your spade connector, make sure they're tight when you slide it onto the new switch. If you notice that it's loose, go ahead and use your pliers or channel lock and just squeeze them just a little bit to keep them nice and snug. You do not want to have a loose connection onto your switch. And when you wiggle, you go sideways, you don't go the opposite way. Or if you have like a screwdriver, just get under the wire itself and just twist it and push it up. But they come off just fine by using your hand. Just pull them off. All right, so the switch is in. Now we're going to be doing one final check, and you will see that it does cycle off just fine, and this will be the fix for that. So customer was happy. I touch base usually after the repair, a few days after, and all is well. She's happy. So that would be the fix. If you're noticing your element is staying on high, burning your food, you'll replace the infinite switch. I will leave a link to all the switches in the event that you're having issues with yours. All right, guys, enjoy the rest of the video. Thanks for watching.